Hey everyone, my name is John Miley, and I'll be guest starring as Felix for the next couple games in the Adventures of Morrigan Tretchki.
Alright, so Felix and Morrigan are still sitting in the stands. The Duros, by the name of Zeoldulis, the thug, the informant for Gruda the Hutt, has just slinked off after having a somewhat intimate conversation with Morrigan and her companion. The outlaw, the ship, the Carillion gunboat, the Carillion gunship, one of the vessels for the pirate lord Siffone, still floats in the sky. There's another large barge. You know this to be owned by Gruda himself. However, you're looking for your two brothers, and you're pretty sure that either that ship, the outlaw, has information on it, or someone that knows where your brothers might be. So, among the throngs that are watching the races, cheering for their favorite racer, lamenting that their racer has already been taken out, children running around, adults placing bets, drinking, having fun, battle droids moving about for security reasons. What is Morrigan and her companion, her partner, going to do? What is the next step?
I'll turn and look at Felix. And I'll say, I think that we need to go speak with Chun Neb.
Agreed.
I believe that he's got surveillance droids. And I'll stand up.
All right. Like I said, this area didn't have a lot of people seated, so Felix and Morrigan can easily get out of this set of bleachers, walking down the Duracrete to the main platform where everyone's moving about, having a good time at the races, and moving off. Do you want to actually go to the Fathom Dancer, or are you going to use your comms to call Chun Neb?
Both?
Okay. Morgan gets out her small comm, just a small kind of circular device, and types a code into it, shoots it over to... Now, do you want to try to encrypt this, or are you just calling him on your comm system?
Well, I'm not saying anything that needs to be encrypted yet.
Okay. So, you have the comm code for Chew. He picks up. Yes, Morrigan, is everything all right? You weren't supposed to be back for some time.
We got what we needed. We are on our way back to the Fathom Dancer. I think I'm going to need your help.
Of course, anything I could do. As long as it doesn't involve me getting into a firefight.
Should not.
Well then, yes. Anything I can do, of course.
All right, we'll be back in a few.
We will await your presence. And you hear a twitter in the background. Yes, I know. I said you as well. And the comm system cuts off. Now, you can easily get back to the Fathom Dancer by using Galaxy Cab, if that is what you wish to do. Okay.
Sure.
You hail down a Galaxy cab. There are many at the races, kind of lined up almost outside of, like an airport. You grab one. It whisks you off. There's a little bit of apprehension from the droid, but it takes you to the desolate area where you have hidden the Fathom Dancer.
Here will be fine.
Of course, ma'am. Please put in your credits, and thank you again for using Galaxy Cab.
I'll put in my credits.
All right. You put your credits in the slot. Side doors open up like a DeLorean. You both step out and head. Now, remember that the Fathom Dancer is kind of tucked into an old hangar. The area is a little bit larger than the Fathom Dancer, not that much. There's a lot of detritus in the area. The Fathom Dancer, you can see a little bit of glow from the cockpit, but other than that, she appears to be almost completely depowered. You head up the ramp, and to meet you, you see your two other companions. The small Sullustan with the big jowls and the goggles above his eyes. You see kind of rolling into view the little droid that you have come to know, Orrrr. Once again, he is a astromech droid, mostly black in color with a not so much circular dome, but kind of a almost pentagram type dome, very reminiscent of an R5 droid. As you start to come up. So, what are we going to do? As he's kind of rubbing his hands.
I need the use of your surveillance droids.
Oh, I wish you would have said something before you got here. Of course, we can use one of my droids, but they're back at the Majestic. If you could go get me one, I could modify it however you wish.
Alright, I need it to follow the outlaw.
I'll probably be able to set that up. As long as we can get it to the outlaw, it can rest in one of its nooks. It will not need to follow it. It will just sit there, and we'll be able to figure out where it goes, at least as long as it doesn't go off planet, of course.
Alright. Sounds okay to me. Yep, for a salvage mission?
Sure. I can handle it if need be.
Alright. We'll head back to the Majestic. You wait here.
Of course. I'll make sure that all of my tools are laid out and I'm ready to go. Maybe I'll even have Orrrr help me with a little bit of surprises just in case.
I'll look over at Orrrr.
He just kind of twitters kind of an oh my gosh, you're leaving me with this guy. But he'll roll off. And Chew just kind of shakes his head a little bit but smiles. So how are you getting back to the Majestic?
Well, I think I will take the cab partway there and then kind of walk in.
Okay. We'll say that you probably had this cab stay. You didn't think you would probably be there all that long. So the cab is sitting there as you and Felix. I will say probably that Felix, knowing that the two of you are not going to go to a public area, and the last time he was at the Majestic, there was a firefight. So he probably takes his gear with him. So he's outfitted with some grenades. He has a blaster rifle as opposed to just his blaster pistol. Does he have blaster rifle on the sheet?
He does.
Okay. So he's kitted out. He has all of his stuff that he usually takes if he's going on a mission. So the droid spins and looks at the two of you, sees that Felix has a large rifle with him, and I hope that is not for this cab. We are a civilian operation.
No.
Please understand that.
It's not for you.
Of course. So, where shall we go? And you will give the Galaxy Cab droid coordinates to where you need it to set you down. It will, as usual, swoosh off into the daytime. This one being a lot newer, more not as broken down as the one that you had originally gotten, because it was sitting in a line at the races. So this is one of the newer cabs. At the very least, one of the ones that hasn't been plying the air streets of Allmarsh for quite some time.
This time around, I'm going to take up the tab.
Okay. So you grab the credits, throw it into the slot easily. Thank you for using Galaxy Cab. And the doors open up. The two of you deposit yourselves on a permacrete walkway. Just a few, I'll say that you have disposited yourselves within an easy walk of the Majestic. So the two of you start to head down. It did take an hour or so for the cab to bring you back to the Fathom Dancer and then up to the Majestic. You see that there's not really a soul in sight, as you are probably noticing, however, that as you get a little bit closer, are you trying to be a little bit stealthy, or are you just kind of walking up to the Majestic?
I'm going to try and be a little more stealthy considering the last time.
Okay.
I'll follow suit.
Alright, so both of you need to make me a sneak roll.
And that is under...
And if you do not have sneak... I don't see it on the list. What is it under? Do you have sneak?
That would be under perception.
Thank you. Then you would just roll your perception.
Okay.
And actually, there is something that I will need to roll. So let's see here what they get.
Oh, max.
They're actually pretty good with this.
I rolled max.
Nice.
Same.
Remember on your wild die, if you roll a 6 on the wild die, you re-roll it. And if you ever roll a 1 on the wild die, let me know that as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so my total... What is yours?
23.
23 for Morgan.
25.
25. They have some great photoreceptors, but it looks like Morgan and Felix are ready for this one. You know that the Majestic is on the inside of a megastructure. Think of large storefronts inside of a mall. This one, in front of it, are a number of garden areas. They used to probably be fun little entertainment gardens for pedestrians that walk by. Mostly now it's for food stuff. But as Morrigan and Felix are sneaking up along the side of a building on the inside of this structure, you see the tall tale signs of 2 super battle droids. These large, humanoid-shaped, silver-looking battle droids. Not like the small ones that you have previously encountered, but their torsos are a lot larger. And one of their arms appears to be replaced by some kind of blaster rifle. And you can see them just standing there, and their small little battle droid heads are pushed up a little bit so that they can move back and forth, scanning the area. And one of them is standing on each side of the Majestic's front door. And remember, since this is on the inside and there's not a lot of light that is still working on the inside, there are a lot of shadows. A lot of lights kind of spilling in from holes in the megastructure, but it's still, there's a lot of dark, there's a lot of shadows in this area. So right now, though, as the 2 of you are sneaking, the super battle droids do not appear to have noticed you.
I'll be ready for it, but I'll reach behind, grab the blaster rifle, and just set it and get ready.
Okay. Right now, the 2 of you are about medium range.
Alright, I gotta get closer to do anything I can do, except for cast Dangerous. I don't know if I want to cast Danger Sense. Because that's warning me of basically unseen targets. I will magnify my senses. Go on. Resolve his thing.
Okay. Well,
sorry.
Well, Felix kind of crouches down and he starts to move forward slowly. You can tell that he's getting into that mode. Has his blaster out, sighting down the closest super battle droid as he is moving along the edge, making sure as he looks around that there's nothing behind the 2 of you and that he has a little bit of cover for the wall. But it looks like Felix is ready. He's kind of, if I am correct, looking to Morgan to see what's going to happen.
I will then cast Danger Sense, which is a sense skill.
Okay.
Power. So, my sense... Alright.
I discovered
Oh.
that my GM screen here has all of the difficulties for the force powers. Alright. What did you get?
A 1 on the wild die.
Okay. Take off your top die, please. So, a lot of the times I am not going to initiate a complication for you. So when I say take off the top die, just go ahead and not count the top die in your calculations, but you do count the 1.
So, I got a total of 2.
That is a fail. So, it appears that Morgan is apprehensive. She is not able to gain access to the Force in the way that she wants at this moment. So for Morgan, she might be moving ahead blind here.
Is there any indication that we're going on troubled waters?
Besides the 2 super battle droids, nothing for Felix.
Okay. I'm still looking. I'm like, I do an eyebrow, like, take it.
I look around. Is there a way to get around them?
To go in the main door, there is not a way.
Okay.
You could probably search out another area, but that will take time. You don't know exactly how long the outlaw is going to be sitting where it's sitting.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. I'll nod.
All right. Felix takes the shot.
Okay.
Super Battle Droid does not know that it's being fired at, so your medium difficulty. What did you roll?
And that's going to be a 21.
21 is an easy hit for Felix. Go ahead and roll me your damage, please, sir. And you are using the blaster rifle?
Correct.
All right.
I am.
So the battle droid's armor and strength, I will roll real quick.
That's going to be a 19.
19. All right. Good hit. So 19 minus 12, 7. The shot fires off. The blaster shot echoes in this area. Even though it's a large area, there's nothing that there's nothing that holds in the sound. So the blaster shot is very loud. The super battle droid gets blasted in the side, stumbles a little bit, almost clamps down onto one knee, and both of them, their heads turn to each other and then turn in your direction. All right. That was your action. I will allow Morgan one more action before we do initiative, because that was simultaneous, because you also had a surprise action. What does Morgan want to do?
I guess I will run to get close enough to attack.
Okay.
Can I reserve dice for a dodge action?
Well, you're charging them right now. This is before they even get to go.
Oh, okay.
So
okay. I'm charging them.
Felix and Morgan look at each other. Morgan gives Felix the go-ahead. Felix fires off the shot, tags the super battle droid, and Morgan just charges towards them. Now, who has the higher perception? I think it's Morgan.
I have a 3D with no pips.
Just same.
Okay, so, well, as we have been doing before, go ahead, Morgan, and just please make me a perception roll to figure out initiative. The battle droids will do so as well.
Does the wild die count on an initiative roll?
A wild die does count on initiative.
Alright, so I got a 1.
All right.
But I actually rolled an 11.
Okay. All right. You have an 11, so you can either go first or go second. I am going to say with that 1, Morgan misjudged the distance. So you are not going to be able to get to them this round. So, what does Morgan and Felix want to do? Remember, if you wish to do more than one action, you can declare it now.
Alright. So I don't quite make it, is what you're saying?
You don't quite get to them, no.
You go first then.
2 shots to the same battle droid.
Okay, so you will take one shot, they will go, and then you will take another shot. Okay?
Okay.
What does Morgan want to do?
I'm going to continue to charge at him, hopefully get close enough to take a swipe.
Okay. So the battle droids, being super battle droids, and the only thing they know how to do is shoot and kill, are going to stand up, the one that got hit by Felix, and the other one, they're going to turn directly towards you, start clonking forward, and firing their blasters at the two of you. So, however, first shot to Felix. They are not dodging. They are walking towards you. You are still at medium range.
Okay. So that is going to be 13 and 1 on the wild.
All right, so 13 and a 1 on the wild die. Take off your top die, please.
So that's going to be 7.
All right, so because of the wild die, I'm not going to give you an additional complication. However, Felix, whether it was he was ready and he already had it beaded on a location, he just misses that battle droid as they are relentlessly moving towards the two of you. The both of you get fired, or Morgan gets to one of the battle droids at the end of this turn. Okay?
Okay, so
at the beginning of next turn, then, you will be at one of the battle droids. However, that also means that the battle droid firing at you is at short range.
okay.
Okay, so the first battle droid will fire at Morgan.
I'm going to spend a character point to add a die to my dodge dice pool, so I'm not actually down dice.
Remember, if you wish, you can choose to spend a character point after you roll.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. All right, and then these two battle droids are firing rifles.
I can spend a total of 2 character points.
You can spend a total of up to 5 character points to dodge or to soak.
I'm going to do that. Okay. Because I got a 1 on the wild die. That's, I want you to count them, 3 rolls for me in a row with 1 for Felix.
I know, you guys are killing me here.
Killing us.
Killing ourselves.
That too. But I got a 25.
25, and that's taking away your highest.
A 19. Sorry,
19.
my bad.
All right, I'm not going to give you an additional complication from that because the battle droid hits you at short range. You charge up. I need to have you make a strength roll. See if you can soak some of this damage.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, you got lucky on my roll here.
First of all, let me make sure I have the correct number of character points marked off. Because I might be spending a few here. Because my strength is only a 2D.
Okay.
Alright, 7. I'm going to spend 2 character points.
Okay.
18.
18. I rolled 17. It's a good thing you spent those points. Let me make sure. Yep, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So Morgan just jumps to the side. This super battle droid almost right in front of you as this shot. You jump to the side, and I will say because of the 1, you just go to your legs as the shot goes right over you. However, the other super battle droid is going to fire medium range shot at Felix. He is down 1 die because Felix wounded him on his first shot. Do you wish to dodge or just use the range difficulty?
We're going to go with the range difficulty.
Okay. So that is... Alright. He just hit you, Felix. I need you to roll me a soak, please.
Make that a 16.
A 16. Felix is stunned. You get clipped by the battle droid shot as you will suffer a -1 penalty to skill and attribute rolls for the rest of the round and the next round. Okay? So you can still act, you're just down 1 die. So go ahead, you're the only one left for the round since you declared 2 actions. So now you will be down 2 dice for your shot at the battle droid.
Should I only have 1 character point? No.
Because Steve believes in spending character points on character creation or on character advancement.
That's going to be a 12.
12. All right. That is enough to hit at medium range. Go ahead and roll your damage, please.
Okay. Make that a... Oops.
It was a 2.
It was a 2. Shoot.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's going to be a 16.
A 16 will wound the battle droid again. So you see that as you fire your second shot, being too close to the battle droid's previous shot, kind of stuns you a little bit. There's a little bit of haze. You fire off. You blast part of the armor of the super battle droid as it is relentlessly moving towards you. What are the two of you doing in the next round? Remember, Felix is still stunned this round. So you are at -1 die already.
Okay. Is there any cover of any sort?
You can easily move to some cover. There's large plant holders that are... Think of large vases that are double the size of humans. There are benches. There are raised platforms. You're along the wall right now. Felix can easily run to another area, kind of get down, and get some cover.
Okay. He'll run to cover.
Okay. That is just an action, or that is not even an action.
Oh, right,
You're moving
right.
to cover, so
It's just a
you'll
movement.
still get an action. Yep.
And he's gonna hold his action. Or he's just gonna take a moment to breathe.
Okay. You can, if you want, move. And if you're just going to move and get some cover, you can go full defensive. Okay? So I'll allow you to move, gain some cover, and then make a dodge roll. And that will add to their difficulty. So it'll be really difficult for them to hit you.
Okay, cool.
Okay. What is Morrigan going to do?
I'm going to attack the battle droid that is not wounded.
And what are you attacking it with?
My lightsaber.
Alright, so you're basically getting your lightsaber out in one motion, igniting it, and swiping at the battle droid. Alright, sounds good. They, as usual, not very smart super battle droids, are moving directly to each of you. Actually, the one on Morrigan is just going to fire at you, almost point blank range. Actually, no. It is going to swipe at you with its metal hand. The other one will fire at Felix. So, Felix, why don't you make me your dodge roll. Remember, you're down 1 die.
Yep, you're right.
You gotta take, well, maybe
It's a
not
total
yet.
of 10, but a 1 on the wild, so just 5.
Alright, 5. You're just dodging. You're gaining some cover. So I was going to give you half cover. I'm not going to do that. I will give you fourth cover. You didn't have enough time to run to something that was large enough to cover your whole body. So you do have the cover. It is 1 die, so roll me 1 die.
2.
2. So you got how much total? So 2 plus what did you get for your dodge roll?
So it'd be 7.
7 total. So 7 will be added to the battle droid's difficulty. Morrigan, running, just gets to the super battle droid, takes out her lightsaber, swipes up at the battle droid. What did you get?
Alright, so I'm using lightsaber combat, which means I have to roll sense and control separately, correct?
Right. So
I can't remember which one actually comes first.
okay, so control comes first.
Okay.
You're going to be doing 3 actions this round.
Which
though.
means I'm down 2 die.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have that figured.
Nice.
Yay! And here we go.
All right. So your control roll is first.
8. I got a 12.
Easily control your body. Please make me a sense roll.
I am spending a character point. Or I won't. Because I only roll 1 dice when I'm down 2 on my sense.
Roll first and see what you get.
Okay.
Because it is a wild die.
I got a 4, so I'm going to spend 1. I got an 8.
8. That is enough. As Morrigan quickly takes out her lightsaber, activates it, and that will be your first action. Technically, I forgot you would do one of them first. They would go, and then you would do the next one. However, you pull out your lightsaber, instantly activate lightsaber combat. You feel the power of the Force flowing between you and your lightsaber. They will do their actions. So, first action is going to fire at Felix. However, he is double wounded, so that's 2 dice down, and his difficulty is increased because Felix is on the defensive and doesn't even get close. The potted shrub that Felix is hiding behind gets blasted as this super battle droid fires at Felix. The next one is going to try and backhand. However, if he succeeds, Morrigan has a lightsaber out and can parry his hand with her lightsaber. He does succeed in hitting you. Do you wish to try to use your lightsaber to parry his punch?
Yes.
All right. Make me a reaction. So you will use your lightsaber combat, your lightsaber skill, and then you will just roll that minus another dice. So you are down 3 dice to do that. You can either try to let him hit you and then attack, or try to react to this.
If I'm down 3 dice, I can't even roll. So
okay, then then all right. So he hits you,
which means my strength.
Yep, you need to make a soak roll as this super battle droid backhands Morrigan. 6. All right, you are stunned as the super battle droid smacks Morrigan with its metal gauntleted hand as she stumbles back. All right, however, that is everybody's action because you didn't have any dice left for your lightsaber combat, correct?
Correct.
All right, so next round, what are the 2 of you doing?
Go ahead.
You are no longer stunned, so you could just fire at this battle droid. It is now, I would say, as it is relentlessly moving forward, it's at short range to Felix. So it's going to be pretty easy to hit it if you wish. It is not seeking any cover. It is relentlessly moving straight for Felix.
So I kind of want to unload on this guy. Pull out the heavy blaster with the rifle and just take care.
Well, you can fire the rifle more than once.
You don't need another.
You can just right at him.
Okay.
Because isn't it an action to take out a weapon?
It is an action to take out a weapon.
Okay.
So what is your blaster skill?
The blaster itself is 5d plus 1, but if I wanted to use the heavy blast, or the rifle, then it's a 6 plus 1.
Okay, so it's a 6. So you could do 3 shots at 40 plus 1 if you wanted.
Okay. And does it have the little red ping like that you saw on the Clone Wars, the light on it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
The super battle droid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It has a little red dot on it.
I don't know what
it would be it would be more difficult if you're going to do a called shot. I mean, it's up to you, but I think Felix just wants to end this combat at this point.
Okay, and then I'm just going to unload on him, take 3 shots.
Okay, alright. What is Morgan going to do?
I'm going to resist stun.
Well, you're fine. You're just at -1. Or
Well, I have a power.
Okay. What does the power do? What page is that on?
145.
145? Alright. Resist stun allows Jedi to prepare her body to resist the effects of stun damage. The power must be activated before the character suffers damage.
Never mind then. So I'm down a die.
Full swing?
Yeah. So I'm down 2 already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to...
Actually, let me digress. You got stunned. Your lightsaber combat force ability dropped. You can just swing at the super battle droid, though.
And that would just be using my skill, correct?
Correct. But he's also right next to you.
Alright, let's do that for now.
And the super battle droid's not that bright.
12.
12 is definitely a hit with your lightsaber. Go ahead and roll me your damage, please, for your lightsaber. $5d for a lightsaber damage.
Okay. Am I down a dice for that?
No, not for damage. Not unless you're using strength.
Okay. $21.
21. Okay. 21 to my 11. So, Morgan gets hit, backhanded by the super battle droid. She stumbles back, loses her concentration for a moment, but swings out with her lightsaber and decapitates the droid as her lightsaber moves through the droid like butter, and it falls to the ground, sparking. As Felix, your shot.
Okay.
It's a lot of dice he's throwing.
It is. He's good at what he does.
I evidently am not.
22 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll damage for me against this twice wounded battle droid.
That's going to be a 14.
All right. Felix lines up his shot. His battle droid under no cover, very close, and Felix easily blows the head off of this droid. It pops up and almost disintegrates from the blast as the battle droid falls to the ground, clanking against the Duracrete. It does not appear that there are any more adversaries.
I will deactivate my lightsaber.
Rifle back on the back, but hand on my holster for at least the heavy blaster in case.
Okay.
Alright, I walk over to the Majestic.